Did y'all see the trailer for Smash Machine?
Yes, I was very it kind of like I was like, oh, a little bit choky. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, emotionals.
Homegirl was crying throughout
choked
the
up. I was like,
Well,
choke. I thought somebody.
Oh
Oh.
damn, fam! Detroit winning 112-105. 2 minutes left. In the fourth.
Shit.
I was
Nah,
surprised.
Emily Blunt playing his girlfriend. She was crying throughout that whole trailer.
Yeah. It seems like she was stressed. That whoever that man is, I need to do my research.
Yeah.
He was a little stressful.
Well,
And I didn't realize that MMA went back that far.
oh yeah. We're talking 30
Nigga.
years at this point.
So a couple of episodes ago, we talked about my pops having the cable scrambler
The
joint.
Scrambler, yeah.
We was watching all the UFCs when the man was like this. All the UFCs,
Yeah,
blue man,
yeah.
Before it
nigga
was
Tank Abbott.
Yeah, see, I never, I heard those names, but I wasn't watching. I didn't, like I said, I didn't know nobody in UFC until Ken Shamrock went to WWE.
Mhm.
Nigga, we watched Tank Abbott knock this Samoan man out, and his arms were shaking.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was wild.
It was one.
It's Tank Abbott, John Tua.
I
am completely scarred from this because it was the first time I saw somebody get like hit into like their body started to
their body doing shit that they even
had
to
brain.
do.
They had obvious brain trauma.
He sent them to Bolivia.
He sent them to Bolivia. Well, that was Mark Kerr. Mark Kerr, he was one of the first round knockout cats, and it was a lot of like, this was his homie Mark. I can't. It was a Champion Cable. I forget. His friend's name was Mark too. He was the guy who invented the ground and pound style of offense.
Bull. I created the ground and pound in 1997.
Talk about it. But it was a lot of like first round. We can't talk about first round.
Grounded and pounded.
Get the person on the ground, hit him with them elbows, hit him with them knees. Like they was really trying to take them jokers out. That was Mark Kerr style. When
this was before, like Chris Brown was saying, this was before it was weight classes.
Right.
So
yeah.
Everybody fighting everybody.
It was like the Kumite.
Because we was
kids, that's who I know. Him.
Because we was kids, we ain't know what it was going on.
It's a karate man versus a wrestler man. Let's go.
No eye gouging was the only rule.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, but it's
man.
It's there was a 2002 HBO documentary called The Smashing Machine that it feels like this movie is basically pulling from, which it's a good documentary. If you want to learn anything about Mark Kerr, I think that's probably the first place if you could find it. It's not necessarily too easy to. It's not readily available. But
Dan Severn and his mustache.
Well, it was Ken Shamrock. It was Dan Severn,
and it was Hoist Gracie.
Yeah, the Gracie.
It was a different Gracie every week.
Well, it was Hunter. It was a couple of them, right? Because they had a whole school.
Yeah, Gracie.
They had a whole school. They had a style.
They had a style.
Hoist Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
But yeah, so that's October 3rd. Speaking of wrestlers going to movies, Liv announced, or I guess Deadline announced that Liv is going to be in Bad Lieutenant Tokyo, which is probably when she was on Raw last week and mentioned that.
That's what I said.
I forget the director.
It's in cans. Nobody's probably gonna see it.
The talk about it is they're saying that the role is a situation where if the movie does well, you may not see her in WWE more because she may be more in demand. But I'm not too familiar with the Bad Lieutenant series or whatever. But the company that's putting out Neon, they put out quality shit. They put out Honora, which won 5 Oscars a couple of months ago. So it's no bullshit on it. But I think the question is how big is her role, and how big will the film be once it comes out.